Today we're going to look at how we can use the QMB Excel Enhancements to generate some probability distributions. I've got an Excel file set up here, and let me make that a little larger. What I'm going to do is roll 6 dice and find the sum of the 6 dice. So I'll use ran between 1, 6. And then I can copy that over for my 6 dice. If I hit F9, I can simulate rolling the 6 die as many times as I like. I can find the sum of the 6 die. And again, I could hit F9 numerous times to simulate and then see what tends to come up when I roll 6 dice and what the sum usually is. The smallest number I'd expect to see would be a 6. That would be if I've got all 6 die come up with 1s. The largest possible outcome would be 36 if all 6 die came up with 36. And the average in there would be somewhere between the 6 and the 36. So to model what happens here and how likely different outcomes are to occur, what I want to do is throw the 6 die many times and calculate the results. A nice way to do that is using the QMB, which I've got on my desktop here. When you use QMB Excel Enhancements, it will automatically open up a new Excel book, which we won't be using this particular time. And I just want to show you here that when you use QMB, you do have to have the file name exact. QMB space Excel space enhancements.xls. If that gets changed at all, say if the word copy of gets inserted in front of it, or if the spaces get replaced with underscore, it will not work properly. If it is working properly, you should see on your Excel file a new tab called Add-ins. So if we click on Add-ins in QMB, we have a new tool available to us called the Random Variable Report. So I'm going to click on that. I have to tell it what cell I want it to recalculate. I want to recalculate the sum of the 6 die. I want to do that a large number of times. I'll use 5,000. So Excel is going to throw the 6 die for us, sum it up, and repeat that 5,000 times and record the results. And we click OK. This will generate a new tab to our worksheet. And it's got the results, the original roll we had before we ran this particular worksheet where it simulated the 5,000. So I'm going to grab my 5,000 observations here, go back to QMB, grab Smart Histogram, and this will turn our results into a nice report. So you've selected the data. I'm going to go ahead and have this go from 6 to 36. And I want a bin width of 1. I like the left boundary. Click OK. I do want a relative frequency report. This way I'll get the percentage of time I rolled a sum of 6, the percentage of times I rolled a sum of 24, the percentage of times I rolled a sum of 30, etc. If I do the absolute frequency by clicking on No, this will tell me how many times I rolled each particular sum. And we want to keep it. We don't need another one. And let me just move this over to the side. And so what we've got here are 2 very useful pieces of information. You'll notice we have a bell-shaped curve here. Make that a little bigger. Okay, and then we also have this table with relative frequencies. So of my 5,000 rolls, I rolled a 20, 8.6% of the time. My most frequent outcome here is at, looks like 21, which I rolled just a little over 10% of my rolls were a sum of 21. And so from this, I can tell how likely I am to get particular values. These are what we call empirical probabilities, which are very close to the theoretical probabilities as long as we have a large sample size. And 5,000 certainly is a large sample size.